I am not ashamed to admit that an old robot maid once made me cry. So I was reading the first chapter of Pluto, this reimagining of Astro Boy by Naoki Urasawa. And the protagonist, an inspector, is investigating some murders. And he goes to this robot maid's house to give her some bad news. Now, robots in the story can have houses and they get married. Don't think about it too much. So he goes to her house to inform her that her husband has been killed. The thing about this robot lady is that she's an older model and she can't emote. Her facial features don't change. She's got these two big eyes and her mouthpiece is kind of like a speaker, but it's got this kind of half circle shape like a smile. And here's the thing. He tells her the news, and Urasawa somehow managed to transmit some deep emotions through this character without having her change expression or without having to hear some kind of voice acting because it was on a page. He tells her that her husband has been killed, and she stops what she's doing. And what she does is she turns to the inspector and tells him the story of how she used to work for this family. And in this family there was a little boy who had a dog, and they loved each other very much, and he always played with him. And when the dog died, the little boy cried for days and days, and she tried every which way to make him stop and to calm him down, but she never could get him to stop crying. And then she stops telling the story, and she stops what she's doing. And she turns to the inspector and says, I think now I finally understand why that boy was crying. Oh, a little tear started welling up right here. And then the inspector tries to comfort her, and he offers to delete the memories of her husband so that she won't have to suffer. And she says, no. And without emoting, her face is the same neutral smile. She turns to him and comes up to him and says, please don't take my memories of him. And I lost it. It was one of the most impactful, emotional, intense moments in any manga that I've ever read. And it was all in a quiet conversation, in a quiet plea for the memories of a loved one. That is some powerful storytelling. So what's your favorite moment in manga? Put it in the comments.